All right, we're gonna do one of my favorite collages. It's a shaving cream and glue collage, and I love doing this one because it's really good at holding heavier pieces that you might want to collage. The shaving cream and glue mixture will hold heavier things really nicely. So you want to have kind of a even amounts of glue and shaving cream. It's a little hard to kind of measure that out because they have different consistencies, but I'm gonna put some glue in the container and some shaving cream. And I like to use these foam brushes because they're nice and wide and they can mix this up really nicely. So I'm going to mix that up. So you want it to be pretty foamy still. Kind of like frosting, or no, like a whipped cream, consistency. So then you're going to take your cardboard, and I like to cut bigger pieces for this kind of collage because then the children have a little bit more room to work with. So I have all of these natural items here. I have some nuts, some pine cones, these kind of I got at World Market or Pier 1. I think they're like little pods. They kind of look like little pumpkins, but they're scented, so I think they were like a potpourri kind of thing. And then these are just things you can find outside, like acorns or these little kind of prickly balls. I forget what they're called. Little nuts, pods. Cinnamon sticks kind of are a nice texture to add. So any kind of little elements that you can find outside would be good to add and have for the children. So the more that you can find outside, the less you have to pay for. But one of the things I do is I'll buy potpourris after they're kind of on clearance, and I might get a big bag or something of potpourri really inexpensively. So then the children can just glop on this shaving cream and glue mixture, and sometimes they spread it out really thin, but if you give a little demo and talk about how the thicker it is, the better it will hold stuff, then maybe they'll listen to you, maybe they will not. And then you can add some of these elements on, and they stick nicely into that shaving cream and glue mixture. If I do this around the holidays, which is usually when I do this, it's kind of nice to have things with red in them that give it a nice like holiday pop. So cranberries, I happen to still have these in the refrigerator. I'm going to throw them away after this, but the cranberries or those little pepper berries that you might have on your trees or trees in the neighborhood kind of give it a nice pop. And then nuts, if you've got nuts, if it's, around Thanksgiving. So that is that idea. And I just love this. So this is kind of cool. When it dries, the shaving cream glue mixture has the consistency of like styrofoam, and it holds this stuff really nicely. So that is that one. I'm going to clean this off, and I'm going to do another version of this where we change it up a little bit and change maybe for the season, maybe doing something in the spring where you're adding colors or something. So I like to save cardboard that comes in different colors. That's like a jackpot find. So I've got some blue here and some white. Shutterfly boxes are that orange, but there's a lot of writing on them, so sometimes you can't get a full orange piece, but if you can, that's kind of cool. So white, orange, and purple there. So I'm going to add some color to this from my liquid food colorings. I'm going to add like a pinkishy purple, and I'm going to add some more.
Do that again.
Do that again? Okay. But I'm going to add some more glue and shaving cream so we get more of that. So now we have this great color. It just looks so frosting like. Okay, I'm going to put a smaller brush in here just because we're using a smaller piece of cardboard, but so I'm going to use the purple cardboard. I think that might be nice with this. And then I have some things that are just really colorful, like beads. These are the kind of like stringing beads maybe for at Christmas time, and cutting those apart. This is confetti. You can buy confetti in bags at like 99-cent store or something like that. And this is another thing you can buy really inexpensively in a big bag, and it lasts a long time because you can pull it apart and kind of cut it up. Sometimes you get this in packing. Maybe it won't be these colors, but it might be white or yellow or something like that. And that kind of is a great thing to give texture to your collages. And then I have these were for stringing. They're just little letters, and they were for stringing, and I got a bag of those. And you know, to add a little bit of literacy maybe in there. Children might try to find their letters in their name. So then I'm gonna put some of this on there. I don't see a lot of contrast there, so maybe let's try it on blue. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks better. Purple on the blue. And then I'm gonna, so it's fun to kind of watch and see how children, you know, are they just dumping and pouring? Are they meticulously pulling certain colors out and placing them on there very systematically? What are they doing with the materials? And just a little bit of this. Have some fun texture and some letters. Just have some letters. Okay, so there is the shaving cream and glue collage. A couple ways to do that. And they both, you know, they both have a very different feel, obviously. You know, this one seems much more fallish or seasonal to the fall or Christmas time, and then this one seems much more like springtime. So very different feelings to them. All right, have fun. Bye.